Hi everyone, welcome back home to Living Simple. In today's video, you'll see that we have made our way outside. We're getting some fresh air. We're trying to enjoy the decent weather that New York sometimes surprises us with. We are in the right corner of our backyard where we created a fire pit area, I want to say last year. Don't quote me on that. COVID was a
very, very dark time.
I'm kidding. But it was a blur. So I want to say last year, it might have been 2 years ago. Our plan today is to move the chairs out of the way, blow the leaves, clean up any garbage that would have blew into the fire pit over winter. We're going to be pulling out some weeds and then power washing and scrubbing the chairs. They are a little bit stained just with dirt and berries from a nearby tree that would have fallen. And if we're being honest, they probably have a little pee on them. Take a good guess on who the culprit is. Story time. Where the fire pit area currently sits was once just a huge mound of dirt. I'll show a picture of what it looked like in 2017. I mean, it was massive. And then I'll show a picture of probably when there was a third or a fourth of the dirt left. I don't think anyone else had hoped that this would be anything else other than just a big mound of dirt. But Daniel was really determined to flatten it out and spread the dirt throughout the yard to help level it. And I'm sure I helped a day or two, but this was really all him. It's actually pretty impressive. Making the fire pit area in its entirety only took us about a day and a half to complete. The toughest part was for sure bringing in the rocks. We purchased them from a nearby Lowe's, but ended up making about 3 trips in order to fill up the large area. Looking back now, we probably should have looked into buying the fill in bulk, but we were really set on the white look, so I think it ended up great. As far as the size of the fire pit, we did some research and looked at videos on YouTube as well as articles on the internet. We ended up with something much larger than what we had in mind, but we knew realistically that we wanted a place to be able to entertain, and thankfully, we did go a little big. This fire pit area can spaciously fit about 8 people, but probably a bunch more if we needed it to. Here Daniel is trying out our brand new power washer. He purchased it from a store called Harbor Freight, which is apparently a very big deal and the first one in our area. All of the boys are like, "Oh my god, did you hear about Harbor Freight?" "Yeah, did you check it out yet? I'm going tomorrow." "No, let me know if it's good and what they have." "I will. I'm hoping to find some manly tools." I'm not so excited on the other hand, but I don't like to pass on a good deal, so I have a feeling this won't be our last purchase there. The weather luckily cooperated with us, so as we finished scrubbing and power washing the fire pit chairs, we faced them towards the sun and let the rays do the rest of the work. In the meantime, we worked on all the other chairs we had, power washing those and stacking them in the corner for their next use. By the time we finished these, the gray chairs were just about completely dry. Daniel worked on the actual fire pit next, adjusting the bricks that surround it and the metal framing. Our fire pit, I believe, was given to Daniel's brother, and it came with a grill rack, which, funny enough, Daniel used later that night to heat up his pizza. He then lightly power washed any areas that looked to be rusting, and these luckily washed away pretty good. And for the easiest part, the staging. Here we are setting up the chairs around the fire pit and adding a couple of side tables, which in order to steady them into the stones required a little bit of weight and a mating call. We did also purchase a projector and a projector screen last year that we got a lot of use out of. We were going to position the chairs in that direction, but with some of the bad storms that we've had this last year, the screen is currently bunched up in one of the larger trees that it was attached to, which you will see in the next coming clips. So we just settled with positioning the chairs around the fire pit until that is fixed by Daniel. Hopefully very soon. You'll see Daniel is adjusting these fire lantern things that I can never remember the name of. Could probably Google it, but you see what I'm talking about. These were shifted by the wind. Daniel is just filling in any areas with dirt and just making sure it's really compact and sturdy. And here is the big reveal. You'll see a good view of the projector screen in the back wrapped around a tree. Daniel did mention that he has a better idea for it than how we initially set it up, so look out for a separate video on that soon. Thank you so much for watching. We really enjoyed filming this one and seeing the time lapse from beginning to end. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and don't be a stranger. Visit again soon.